Welcome to Visual Basic 2015 Car Dealer Management System. So I'm going to check those and select the type of car I intend to buy, BM, and just click on total, and that is it. So if I select, let's say, mileage to convert that to kilometers, and there. So let's say distance, we want to find the distance. You can always find out here by entering your value there, and right here as well, enter your name in there, and right here maybe enter your street name, then code in there, and telephone number, and you also have a receipt generated there. Click, and that is that. So what I will do now is take you guys straight into Visual Basic Development Environment 2015. Then we have a go at another one. Hi, welcome to Visual Basic Tutorial. I will start a new project, and let's give this project a name. We call it Car Systems, and let's save it in my select Windows Form Application and click on OK. Now the form is building up. Okay, now let's define our interface. So let's come to the property right here. So I need the size to be, let's go for 1370 by maybe 689. Okay, let's change the background, change the back color to black. So I just change that to black. Right, and the next thing is I'm gonna add some panels. Let me add about 8 of those, 8 panels. I actually want the color of those panels to be the default color, which is control. Right, so I'm just going to copy that along. So let's place this up here. That's right up here, there. So I'm just going to copy that, paste it right underneath, and reduce the size of that. Okay, move this, and we copy one more, and here bring this here somewhere there, reduce that, and take it right down. Okay, now I need a couple more. I need one here, paste copied one again. Let's take that up. Yeah, that's about that size. Copy 2 of those, one here, one here. It's a little bit too big, so just adjust it. I want them to be about the same size, really. Okay, let's bring this one here. Right, take it up here. Okay, I move this up here. Okay, we are almost there now, so I'll just speed that up and get back to you guys. Alright, this is how the interface is looking right now. So if I run it, okay, this is how the interface is looking. The next thing I will do is just to start designing the whole interface, and so that we can finish it up on time. So the next thing is, let's get a label up here. We need one label. take it down right here, and I might as well just copy it across because I'm going to need a lot of labels around this system. One here, one here, one, I actually need two here, then I need two, yeah, then we need two here, somewhere here, another two up here. It's going to be required. Then we need a, let's go for checkbox. We need 5 of those there. Yeah, and this label, let's give that a name. Let's enter our title in there and increase the font size. Let's go for something a bit larger. Let's make that maybe 80. Right, so that might be too big. Alright, that's the label there. Okay, maybe reduce it a little bit. Go back to 72. Move it. Okay, that's there, and we then need ComboBox. We need one ComboBox here. Let's copy it across. Another one required here. Let's move both of them up a little bit. Now we need a TextBox. Right here and here. Take it down. Okay, we need labels. We need 4 of those here. TextBox. I want TextBox here as well. Make this one multi-line, just drag it and drag it down as well. That will be for the reset. Okay, we also need a text box. No, we might need a text box here. Okay, we already have text box. Then we need buttons. Let's go for command buttons. Let's see, one here, 2 of those. Then right underneath here we need about 3 buttons, maybe, yeah. Okay, yeah, let's do 2 more. Alright, we have all our buttons in place. 2 more things missing really. 2 ComboBox, one here and another one here, and that should do it. So if I run my interface now, you will see a skeleton of how the whole system will look. Let me show it to you right there, guys. This is how the system is going to look. So what I'll do next is just speed it up and get back to you guys. Okay fellows, after the modification, this is how the whole system is looking. There's still a little bit of more modification that I will have to implement. As you can see, I've taken off one button here. Maybe I should add it back, I don't know. I may have to add it though. I might as well add a button. I'm just being lazy. Let's put a button back there. Come back here. Just move this one side. Add one more button there. Just call that one reset. Yeah, that's the reset button ready. Let's just give it a name as well. Alright, that one is ready. So I now have in total four buttons there anyway. So let's run that. Now this is how it's looking. I will settle for this. Okay, a little bit of more modification requires. Let me just take care of that and I'll get back to you. It's just to make all of these text, just to make it bold, and that's it, and give them all a name. Okay, this is how the interface is looking now. But as you can see up here, the title is italic, so maybe I should just make it consistent. So to do that, I'll come in here, just select all. Let's select all, Control A, select it all, or I can just maybe not do that. Select all of the panels, all panels selected, and just click on the font, select italic for all, and that's it. That's all I need to do, so that's much better. Okay, let's start with the code, and the first thing is, so let's double click on exit and take care of that right there. Exit. I think that'll be application. Exit. So that's exits taken care of. Now reset. Let's come in here to reset and look after the rest. LBL. No, let's start with TXT. TXT address dot text equals there, and TXT distance dot text. Okay, so I'll just copy this and be pasting along, and another TXT kilo, paste, TXT name, and TXT postcode, TXT receipt there, TXT telephone there. And now let's take care of the LBLs. LBL car, I will leave that alone for the while. I'll come back to that. And LBL distance, yeah, that has to go too. LBL kilo has to go. LBL subtotal, LBL tax, LBL total, LBL trading. Yeah, those are all taken care of. Now let's see the other ones. Let's see. Okay, so I will enter in there the text. Let's make it select a car. So that's one. The other one is, okay, I will just comment this out and get back to that. Now let's come up here. Let's come in here on the form. Let's right click on the form or double click on it. Okay, right there. Let's go for CMD, choose a car, dot items, dot add. We want to add the following. So in the first place, let's go for maybe or brand the car. Let's go for Ford. Okay, and we need to add a couple more. So that will do. and here let's go for maybe something like BMW, and here go for golf, and here let's go for maybe polo or something. Yeah, that's fine. Now we also need the other ones. We need it to be able to convert to, that is for distance. We need to calculate distance dot items dot add. So open that up. The first one will be distance. Let's calculate the distance. Let's copy, and we need to then calculate the speed and time as well. So this one will be speed, and this will be time. Nice one. So the next one is CMD. We need kilo right there. Dot items dot add, and that is for, let's go for kilometer. Speech mark there. Right. So let's copy this. We need maybe one or two more. Just one more. We don't. That will do. Let's go for mile right here. So those are the content that will appear on the ComboBox. So if I run it now, I think I need one more ComboBox. There's one for here, one more ComboBox here. Let's add that here. CMD, I think it's called trading. I don't have it on board, so I have to give it a name. Let's come back in there. This very ComboBox has no name yet. CMD, let's call it trade in. Now back to the form. So now CMD trading dot items dot add. So, okay, the first value will be, let's make that approximately 5,000. So if the mileage is 5,000, okay, so the other one, let's go for, no, let's make that 50,000, and here 100,000. And here that'll be 200,000. Okay, 500,000 there. So in the case of the trade-in, if you have a car with mileage less than 500,000, you might be able to get a refund of about maybe 5,000, which you can add towards your car. If your mileage is between 0 and 100,000, you may end up with maybe 3,000, and if your mileage is 20,000 plus, 200,000 plus, let's say you end up with about 1,005, and if you are 500,000 and above, you may end up with maybe, here, let's make this 1,000. Okay, that's the value of your car, no matter the model of your car. Even if it's Porsche, that's what you pay for. Okay, now let's run this program and see how it's looking. Okay, this is how the system looks now. So as you guys can see, that's fine, but I do need a default value for all of these. So let's come into the codes right in there. I think default value, I think maybe there's meant to be an equals here. Let's just change that to equal sign and get rid of this. So hopefully that should do it. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's make that call. So we now have a default value for this. Now the default value for trade a car in, let's make the default value in that case, let that be .text equals, yeah, that's fine. And what about the default value for this? That will be .text equals make a selection, or let's just say select distance, select distance, right? And the other one is that will be .text equals select mileage. Alright, okay, then we have those as our default. So let's come in here. So when we reset that, the system will have to default back to those settings. So paste that in there. I think there's one more. Select distance. Okay, the reset is taken care of. Form load is taken care of as well. Yeah, that's the reset. Those are the lines of code for resets. That's the exit code. And if you come right down here, these are the lines of code for form load. So let's run this system and just have a go at it. Right, as you can see, all the default settings are in place. I just need to extend this a little bit more. That's fine. So we can get distance there, kilo in there. Okay, that's the mileage, the car you're going for. So the whole idea is when you select any car, I want the price to enter here, and whatever trading the car or trading, want it in there, the cost or the amount of the trading car in here. Alright, let's go back to the coding area and take care of that. Okay, before we start with the coding, I notice if we select any of these car, we end up we're not able to get back to the default value, and the same thing applies to this. I think to all of the ComboBox. See, all the defaults are gone. So I think maybe we should go back to the code. Let's go back to these very codes. In the first place, come in here to the property. Let's change this to, so that would only display, but it doesn't really tell us anything, because we end up with the same problem. And in here, that was supposed to be the default. Let's go in there and just see what the default are. The default there is select distance, and the other one is select mileage. Okay, come in here, select distance. That will be distance, and this will be mileage. Select mileage. But there's still problem in it anyway. Okay, so let's just extend this a little bit more. Alright, let's go into the code and just get that sorted on the form load. Right here, instead of add item, I'm going to, instead of text, I'm going to include add item to all. Yeah, so just make it all add items, and this one as well. And this as well. Finally, hopefully that should take care of the problem. So if I run it now, I will always be able to default back to my default text. Okay, now I should be able to default back. Yeah, there we go. So that is fine. So whatever I select, if I then say reset, the reset should take me back to the default text, but the reset is not doing that. Let's see if I enter any value in here. Reset, this is reset, sorry, I was selecting the wrong thing, I was selecting reset. Okay, the reset is working as expected, so yeah, that's fine, and exit work. So all we just need to do now is to declare some variables. So we need for Ford, BMW and Golf, maybe up here, let's say dim, let's say Ford, as double, then BMW as double, and one more, I think there's Golf in there, then Golf. So you don't have to use these cars, you can choose your own car. The choice is yours really, so I just decide to use those cars. Okay, now let's come in here, or shall we, no, right in here. Let's get the name of these first and use an if statement there. So this one is also okay. Let's try one out first. If this, maybe we should put it in bracket, dot text equals Ford then close the bracket here. Okay, let's see then. Okay, that works. LBL whatever dot text equals, give us the following price. Let's say Ford is about maybe £30,000. I don't know. Alright, that's the price for Ford. Okay, let's say, and the other one is CMD trading dot text equals 0. Yeah, so that's fine. So we can then say else if right here, else if, or else if Ford is selected, and if this one is 50,000, then this one is going to be minus something. Alright, so let's get all of this here and just copy this, take this down. Let's declare some variables here. Take this off. Those variables are already declared, that's why I'm taking those off. We just need to allocate some values into them. So as Ford, BM, Polo, maybe, and here Golf is, let's see, that's Golf. Now they all have a value, so instead of writing this Ford, so we just get rid of that. We can just type in Ford there, Ford, that is it. And here Ford minus, oh, I think that value is about 500 or 5,000. Okay, so that's what will happen. So let's just give that a try, run it and see. So selected car happens to be Ford, and right in here, let's go for that 0, click there, that is fine. Supposing we selected this, yeah, that is fine as well. Okay, it's looking good. I think, let's see, maybe we should find a way of converting these to pound sterling, and we need to enter some value in here as well, which we haven't done. Okay, let's go back in here. First thing, let's declare dim, let's say trading, make that let's go for 4. Yeah, 4 should give us 5 anyway. Okay, that's double. Alright, so the first one will be trading 0.1. okay, first thing, maybe we should take care of this. Right, this other one, let's put it right underneath there, equals format to that and there. So that is done. And here LBL, I think it's called trading here, the text equals whatever the value is there. So if it's 500, then trade in itself is going to be 1. This 1, and here trade in 1. The first value of trading, so the first value is 0, equals that. The second value is 1, 2, 3 and 4. That is, let's see, it is written here somewhere, 5,000, and followed by 3,000, and followed by 1,000, and then followed by 500 there. Okay, so those are the value that will go in there. Now let's convert this as well. Equals format. There. So that's taken care of. Let's try it out. So that's the very first part. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, trading here will be 0. There'll be nothing here. We'll run it, let's see. Okay, we'll try that out. Ford, that's 0 there, 0 mileage there. Okay, you have to pay for everything because you're not trading in any car. Supposing you're trading in a car with 50,000 miles, there, that's fine. So it's this one that we now bring in here, and we will have to tax that. Alright, so that's good. But let's take care of total as well. We might as well do that. LBL total dot text equals all of these as well. No, because we have to add the tax first. So let's comment this out for now. Let's maybe take care of this as well. Just being lazy. Now copy this, paste that in here. Let's take care of that of subtotal. LBL subtotal equals, and that'll be LBL sub dot text. Now what about tax? LBL tax dot text equals format LBL tax dot text. So all of those ones are taken care of. We will not be coming back to that. Now let's declare tax here. I tax as double. I tax equals, let's go for 7.5. So now to get our tax, come here, LBL tax dot text equals all of these here, all of that, paste that in there, multiply by I tax divided by 100. That will give us the tax rates here. Now we don't need to get a total. The total in this case will be, that would be Ford plus whatever the tax is. So I think we should declare another variable plus whatever the tax is. I think that would be neater. Let's declare one variable here, comma tax. So we just end up and put a tax in there. Tax. Get rid of all of these. Come in here, paste that in there. Equals tax. Alright, here we just need to add the tax. Now we need one for subtotal. LBL subtotal right there, dot text equals all of this. Paste that in there. That will give us the subtotal. Taking care of that. Now we need to do exactly the same thing for the one up here. So I'm going to copy all of this, all of the content in there, copy that, paste that in there. But in this case, this is 0 0 0. Right. Okay, let's run it and see. Okay, the car selected is Ford and nothing to trade in. Hit that, and that is it. So we now need to, okay, we just need to modify this. Alright, that's looking good. Supposing we have trading something, that should be 25,000. This is wrong, and here that's fine. So let's take care of that. Need more room here as well, and here too. Okay guys, I have taken care of the size of this component there. So if I click on total, that's what we get. But let's look at this. If I change this to 5,000, I end up with an error here. Even the very first one, I think that is incorrect as well. So that's incorrect. So we need to have a look and see what happened. So let's go back in the codes. I have a feeling the bracket is in the wrong position. I think there should be a bracket here. There should be a closed bracket here and one here. Right. So let's repeat exactly the same thing for this one. And one right here. There. So if I run it again, let's see what will happen. So I have to get this one right. If I get it right, the rest will just be copy and paste there. Okay, so for that you're paying approximately 2,000 plus, and let's say you're getting that value of, you see now, I think it's now working as expected. So all I just need to do is, if you want some of this, then you just add them to that. So let's go in there now. Alright, so all of that is taken care of. Supposing you want to modify and so on. So let's declare some local variable in there. Yeah, right here, some local variable. So I'll make that an array as well. Okay, let's make that as add-on, as double. Okay, I think I have about 5 of those, so maybe 6. So the first value of add-on will be as follows. Let's come in here. So add-on, okay, that's 0 equals, let's make that, maybe you want to modify something, that will be about, say, 200, 4, 5. So that's maybe 150 there. Let's go for 500, 180. So I think I don't need this. So if you want any of those accessories, that means you're going to have to add to it. So in that case, that might be another variable, but might as well just comment it so that you guys know what that means. That's just for to modify or carry out brief modification, and this one is for car stereo. That'll be for GPS, global positioning system. Alright, I have all of those in there. So we're now talking of if these guys check any of those. So that means we can always have a nested if in here. Or okay, the way out, I think maybe if I enter the following lines of codes, so enter that in there. So that means if this is checked, so that's for the modify checkbox, this very one. So if I run it now and I select a car, let's say 500, and I click on that, that is what I get. Supposing I check the modify, and you see that that's increased. So we will just repeat exactly the same thing for this. So let's go into the codes right there, come right down. So it's going to be exactly the same lines of code for the other one. If the other one happens to be stereo, that's it right there, dot checked. If that's true, then okay, I'm just going to copy everything in here, copy that, paste that right in there. That means this one becomes 1 because they all have their price, their cost for each item in there. So that is taken care of as well. Modify, yeah, that's modify here. Oh no, that's stereo. Okay, that's taken care of. That's stereo taken care of. Let's see if it will work for both. try it out now. Let's select this first. There's nothing in there, then select this. Okay, and click that, and you see that supposing I take one off, yeah, supposing I take the other one off, and if I add this to it, good, it's working as I want. Okay, let's add this to it and see what will happen now. Tags, that is brilliant, that's very good. All right, reset. And notice this reset is not working in here, so let's go back into the reset and just get that out of the way as well. Double click on reset and right down here, so let's just say CK whatever, yeah, there, the checked equals false. Alright, so just copy this and just paste it for the rest. CHK GPS there. So all of those are taken care of now. One other thing, maybe total, I'm not using that for now, so let's comment that out or just delete it. Do that. Okay, now let's repeat the same thing for the rest ones. Copy that, paste that in there. That should be the next one. Will be customize, and change this to customize, and this will be 2. Yeah, okay, this will be 3, and this will be leather seats, leather interior, and finally this will be GPS, and right in here will be 4. Okay, so all of those are taken care of, so you guys can have a look at it, have a good look at it. But there's something, if I run it, there's still an error in there or a bug. Supposing nothing is selected there, that's a bug right there. You see that? Nothing is selected, so we need to take care of that. So maybe use an if statement up here somewhere. If nothing is selected, that means all of this remains the same. Okay, paste that in there and end if there. The MSG on this system, I don't know. Okay, let's come in here and okay, you must select a car. You must select a car at least, so that is if this guy here is 0. So let's come into choose a car. Let's see what do I have in choose a car. Yeah, that is it. I'm gonna copy that and just paste that in here. I don't need and, it's just that alone. If there's nothing in there, then you must select a car. Okay, so let's run it and see. Okay, so I've selected nothing, that pops up. Okay, so if I select something now, let's let it default back anyway. Okay, alright, to take care of all of these errors there, do it the other way. So come up here, copy it all. There we go. I'm just gonna cut it off and place it right down here. Let's place it right down there, and instead of we use an else if there, else there, and all of this, in that case I don't need that anymore. Okay, let's try it out. I think before then maybe I should add, let's add a message information there. Okay, there, and Let's run it now and see how it will look like. Okay, just waiting for it. Alright, there we go. I won't be selecting anything, so I just click on total. Information is showing right there. Click on that. Alright, supposing I check that and there's nothing selected here, the same information, however I have some data in there, I may have to delete those data because there's nothing, so why should they appear? Supposing I select something here. Okay, there. Okay, so that is that. Exit. Let's take care of the other error that I noticed. The other notable error was to do with these three. They actually show some data in there which is not, and that was not supposed to be. I think I should just default them because there's nothing in there. Default it back to 0 if nothing is selected. Repeat the same thing for the other ones, and we'll try it again. There. Okay, let's try it again. Nothing selected, that's fine. If I check that alone, you see that that's not supposed to happen. Okay, it's default back to 0. Alright, so when I select something now and there, so that's fine. Let's go back. Alright, the code is getting very long. Okay, let's take it from the top, from here down here, from here down here, that's the reset, and here we have all of the form load, and from here down, those are all my variables assigned value, and here I have an array here. Okay, take it down, and those are the lines of codes. Now those are the lines of codes, and that is just for one car. For the other car, I can just copy. Oh, this is just for one car really. So if I copy this, I can just use else if for the other one. Copy that, paste that right there, and this is supposed to be 100,000. Okay, for 100,000, how much is the value? We need to know that. 100,000 miles. For 5,000, 100,000 is 300, so that is 2. Change this to 2, and this becomes 2 as well. This becomes 2. So that's the array. I'm changing all of those arrays to 2. Now the next one, I'm just going to copy that again and change it all to, that is for 100,000. The other 1,000 in this case is what? Let's see, 100,000, 200,000, and 500,000. 200,000 and 500,000. So this will be 3. 3, 3. Okay. Alright, the next one. That's 500,000. That's 4. Okay then, so we have that of Ford. All the options for Ford is in place. Alright, Ford is correct, so I can just maybe copy else if. Okay, if is what's the name of the next car? We need to see that the next car is BMW. If it's BMW, then that's 5,000, 50,000. So all this will be 0. Okay, and this will become BMW. Okay, these two. Alright, so let's just copy all of this and change it all at once. Alright, that is done for BMW, so let's paste that in there. I've changed it all to BMW. And okay, let me just copy it from the top here. Forward again, take it down and stop it right there. Copy, and I'll change it. Okay, I've taken care of that of Polo. The Polo is taken care of. So as you can see, it's all the same lines of codes. Alright, let's see. That should be else if, really. Else if. Else I will end up with an error there. Let's see. Alright. The last one is golf. And we enter that of golf there. Okay, so all the cars are taken care of. Now let's run it and see. Save it first. Run. Okay, if I decide to select BM, maybe I intend to customize and so on. So like that. Click there. Alright, so let's say we have a GPS on board. There. Select maybe any other car. Let's go for this cheap car. Yeah, that's it. So all that is left for me now is, let's work this out, take care of this. That shouldn't take long. And we need to take care of the receipt as well. Okay, all that we need to do now is double click on the receipt and just enter that. Those are the lines of code for the receipt. So if I scroll up, let me just, that's for receipt. Let's scroll up so that you guys see all of the codes again, all of the calculation codes right here. Those variables were assigned values, and here I've declared some local variable. I've not used this variable, that's why it's commented out. I might as well maybe get rid of it now. Save. And here I have my tags there defined. Those are all the arrays. Another set of arrays here. And here if Ford is selected and the value of the other ComboBox is that, this is what I expect the system to do, else the system do all of this. Okay, so the same thing up to here, and then I start another if statement. If BM is selected, bring it down, and NBM there. If Polo is selected, exactly the same lines of codes. And for golf, the same lines of codes as well. Okay, and right here, that's golf. all taken care of. Now here, these have to do with the checkbox, so take it down, the 5 checkbox, and this is where we output the final value, and here we have our receipt. Okay, now let's take care of the last two, which is right here. 1, 2. Let's take care of those. Get the name of this one sorted. The name is kilo, and this one is txt kilo. So that let's reset that. So kilo dot text equals and txt kilo dot text equals. Then we have the ComboBox. Oh no, it's a checkbox really. No, it is a ComboBox, I think. It's not a checkbox. CMD. That'll be kilo dot text equals. So let's just make that equals there. That is it. So that's all set. I'm going to repeat exactly the same thing for this one. So this is called txt distance. So double click on clear and just paste that dot text equals, then lbl distance dot text equals, then we have cmb distance dot text equals, I think, what did I put in there? Let's check that. Select distance. So to just click on that, copy that, paste it in there, select distance. So the reset of that is taken care of as well. So now let's deal with the calculations. Okay, let's take care of this conversion rate. Let's double click on that. Now I'll declare some local variables. So let me go for dim, let's say kilometers as double, and kilometers, let's declare another one, mile, another one, and one more. So let's change this one to mile, and let me change this to kilo, and maybe I should even add one more. Let's add nautical miles. This will be nautical miles. So these very nautical miles, let's assign it to, that's my form load, form load right there, and right here. So let's copy that and just paste nautical miles, enter nautical miles in there, so that we can work that out too. Alright, we have nautical miles in place. Double click and go back there. Now let's give the kilometers, let's give that a value equals 0.62137. I think that's what kilometer is. Alright, so let's now go into the system and say if ComboBox dot text equals, let's go for mile. I think that might be in capital later. Then we want LBL kilo dot text equals, we want to divide mile divided by kilometers, right? But in this case, mile, let's say mile, equals by value txt kilo dot text. Alright, now let's convert this to decimal place, and dot text equals format. And what we are formatting, that will be the content in here, lbl kilo dot text. So we want to format that into, let's say, comma, into 2 decimal places. Alright, there. Okay, that's taken care of. Let me run that and see how it will look. So we select mile and convert that to kilo. There, 72.42 kilo. So we need something here to denote whatever value that's supposed to be. Okay, let's go back in the code. Right here, right here, I'm just going to say plus. Okay, let's see. Now run it again. Okay, select small kilo and there. So that's fine. Okay, all we need to now do is just copy. I'm going to copy all of this. Now let's copy it from here. Come right down here. Else if it's kilo, let's see the spelling, either if it's in uppercase or lowercase. Kilometers. If it's in kilometers, bring it down here. If it's in kilometers, what do we have to do? Is it multiply? So in this case we have to multiply it then. Alright, let's then change this one to mile. Okay, and maybe just enter miles. Alright, let's copy this again. Copy. And if it's nautical miles, if here is nautical miles, I think it's AU nautical miles. So what do we have to do? There should be some other conversion rate for nautical miles. Nautical miles, let's get that and enter the conversion rate there, which is equal to 1.15079. So in that case we're gonna have to divide it. So nautical miles here, divide by whatever is in there. Alright, and this one will be knots, and that will be knots. Let's enter. Right, so let's try that out now on the program. Select miles there. Okay, let it be something else there. So now let's give the nautical miles there. Okay, so reset, that's fine. So finally we need to take care of this. Let's take care of this now. Exit. So let's double click on this, and right there. So the first thing I want to do is to declare as follow: distance as double. Now the speed as double, beam time as double. Okay, now let me give myself this. Save speed. This is just a comment. Let me make that a comment. I'll comment it out. To get distance, we always say speed multiply by time. That will give us distance. Okay, the next one is to get speed. That will be distance divided by time, and time equals distance divided by speed. Alright, those are the mathematical formula. So let's take care of this. If combo distance dot text equals distance, then we need that value. That will be, let's go for distance. Distance equals txt distance dot text. Let's make it by value. Yeah, so that's distance. Now we now need that very distance. We need speed. We want to calculate distance. Okay, we say distance equals, let's make this speed. So distance equals, I think instead of making up stories, let me come in here and just say distance equals this. Alright, I'm going to copy that. The only difference is our interface will have a new look. Let's reduce this and bring it here. Copy this, make that 2. So I need 2 data in there. Okay, so let's see, make it center and font, let's say that 20. I think 20 might be alright. So this one, let's give it a name, txt, maybe let's just call it speed time. Copy that, go back in here, and right here, so whatever value is entered in there, txt speed time multiply by this. Okay, time equals by value txt dot text. Right, that is it. So we multiply this to get that. That's time. So we now come down here and we enter lbl distance dot text equals by value of distance is equal to distance anyway. Alright, that's distance, and we also want it to just let us know that that's the distance. You don't have to, but you can always say and equals distance right there. Okay, I'll just copy all of this. Copy that. Else if it's speed, and this becomes, this is speed, right? and this will become distance then. So that means distance divided by time. Okay, now if it's that's distance divided by time, that will give us speed. And the other one, if it's time, change that to time, and this is time as well, and this will become, this is speed, and this will be speed. This will be time, this is time, this is speed, and here is time. Okay, so which means whatever value you enter in here, that must be distance, and this is time or speed. Okay, let's just give it a try and see. Distance, enter a value, and we also need to enter either speed or whatever in there. Let's compute. That's for distance. Let's say we want it to be speed, that is the speed, and let's say we want it to be time, so that should be time. Let's say we change that to something else. Let's check out time and see what we've done. Select time. Okay, we need to change something in there. Time is now responding. Let's come back down. I think the error is I have time that was supposed to be uppercase, so let's try it again. Hopefully it should work now. So if time is selected, there, it's now working. Right, so let's go for distance, speed, there. So with that, I think I'm gonna have to call it the end of this program, but before then, let's get rid of this. Let's come in here, get the name of that very one, double click and clear, paste it there, dot, clear. Alright, copy that. I need to put it in here as well, the main reset button there, reset, right underneath somewhere. Let's paste it there. Okay, so let's run the whole program. Alright, that's how the program is looking now. So let's say we select any of those components, drop this down and select maybe BMW there. Okay, that's how it's looking. So let's say we want to select mileage, convert that. If you want to select distance or whatever, just enter that in there and convert there. Now let's have our customer's name there. So let me use this as my opportunity to shout out to my people. Let's call them the seed people of India. Yeah, we love you guys. Might not know any of you. Alright, so address, let's say seed people, and postcode, there's P people, telephone number. Alright, So that's the car they're going for. So if I click on receipt, that's what you get. We just need to sort of like move this in and move that out a little bit, and that'll be all. Okay, so let's just take care of that subtotal and address. Let's go into that and just get that sorted. Subtotal and address. The subtotal right there. Maybe get rid of one of these. Yeah, get rid of one. And here, address. Let's see the address. Maybe add one into the address. Okay, let's try it again. Now run it. So name, address, city, town. Okay, postcode ST007. Telephone number. Just an option there. Select a car. Let's go for maybe Golf and mileage. Convert that distance or whatever in there, and compute. Now click on total there. So receipt, there we go. Alright guys, so with that I'll call it the end of this very long tutorial. Suppose you all enjoy it. So you all have a nice day now.